I mean, it's fine. The obvious question is, Ime, what happened in the third quarter from your point of view?
Got out physical. Can you guys hear me? Got out tough, out physical. They looked like they came out in the second half, and wanted to up their physicality and aggression and on both ends, and they did that. I don't think we obviously responded well to on either end of the floor. We had eight of our 16 turnovers in that quarter, played in the crowd on offense, got sped up, and then defensively, offensive rebounds, getting muscled around in the post. Some poor fouls, got them to the free throw line, and so flipped very quickly and just lost our composure. We won 3 quarters other than that, but obviously that one's going to stand out. We bounced back in the fourth and started to play well again and match their physicality, but 39-14 on 2 for 15 is tough to overcome.
Do you come out of this encouraged at all that there's so much that went wrong there in the third quarter that you could clean up a lot of that stuff and you still won first, second, and fourth quarters?
Yeah, of course. Like you mentioned, we won 3 quarters and won the transition battle, won the second chance points battle, won the points in the paint, and really had one poor quarter that hurt us. And it was strictly from a physicality standpoint. It wasn't anything different that they did. They just came out and imposed their will. And so, like I said, we bounced back in the fourth and got into a 9-8 point game, started to play a little bit, match their physicality, but disappointing that we came out as flat as we did, and they just increased physicality, strictly that, and made that much of a difference.
Ime, in the middle, how do you sum up what they did on Jayson there in the third? 6 turnovers, a lot more engaged, or was he a little bit too careless?
A little bit of both. Some were unforced. Like I said, they did increase their physicality, but as simple as it sounds, you just can't play in the crowd, which we did not do in the first half and got off the ball. And so 8 of our 6 were, from Jayson, and a lot of them were just strictly playing in the crowd, trying to draw a foul, or, instead of just making the right play. So, we all got caught up in the officiating a little bit in that quarter when they got physical. And I think instead of trying to make the right player drive and kick, get to the basket, we were looking for fouls, and those led to some of those turnovers.
Ime, how do you respond? I mean, some of those plays, they just took the ball out of your guys' hands. I mean, it was toughness. They wanted it more. How do you respond to that? Do you guys have to be tougher?
Of course. And that was the message after the quick timeout to start the half. We talked about it at halftime. They're going to increase the physicality, and it was a little disappointing that we came out and got caught off guard as far as that. But simple cleanups as far as what we've always preached is don't play in the crowd. You draw 2 or 3, find your outlets, and we did that extremely well in the first half, finding guys for kick-out threes and dump-offs at the basket. And so kind of reverted back for 1 quarter, and it cost us.
Ime, just to kind of follow that up, you had 17 first-half assists with the ball movement, only 1 in that third quarter. How much does all of that maybe steamroll just as you go on, and how tough is it to watch trying to get your guys to kind of fix and stop and take a breather and go? And with that said, how much do you think you missed Horford and Smart maybe in a place like that?
I wouldn't say it's anything tough to clean up because we got back to it in the fourth quarter. We did it for 3 quarters, and obviously you make 2 baskets only, and you're going to get 1 assist in that quarter. It was just more so the things that we didn't do, which were making a simple pass, not playing in the crowd, and that led to those turnovers. So nothing that we can't clean up. We've been doing it, for the most part all season, especially the second half and in the playoffs. And it was no different from Milwaukee or Brooklyn or the teams that really load up on those guys. It's just we got caught up in the physicality and tried to draw fouls instead of making the right read. So, obviously Al and Marcus, 2 are veteran guys that kind of calm us down at times. You might miss that some, but like I said, it was a little bit of everybody. It wasn't just young guys and Peyton and those guys. It was Jayson and some of our veterans making the same mistakes, so no excuse there.
2 questions for you, maybe. First, with Rob in the fourth quarter there, it seemed like he may have hurt his knee again there. Is he any update to him? What happened with him there? And then how much, if at all, in terms of third quarter, when they upped their physicality, did you see just some tired legs with a quick turnaround for you guys, and obviously being undermanned as well?
I think Rob just got a cramp in his calf, from what I heard. So nothing to do with his knee. I don't want to use the excuse of tired legs because we played an extremely good first half in general. We're energized and came out flat in the third quarter. So don't want to say it was anything to do with fatigue. They increased their physicality. We didn't handle it well.
Jimmy Butler had a line that no one in NBA history has had since they started recording blocks and steals. I mean, but with the 49 points and getting to the line as frequently as he did, what more can you guys do against him, or why was he able to be so effective?
Some over aggressive on defense. Got some favorable matchups that he drew some fouls on as well. And then just, even when our bigs were coming across reaching for no reason, we know he's a guy that wants to get to the free throw line, wants to pump fake and try to draw fouls, and did a poor job showing our hands and contesting there. Even Rob and Tyson, some of those guys came over and swiped down and put him at the free throw line for no reason. So a lot of areas we can clean up easily. There you go.